Well, good morning all you lovely people. Welcome back to Grumpy Git in the Corner with his little Christmas tree on a wet Thursday. Literally clear blue skies yesterday, and now it's fully overcast and they're forecasting 100% rain. Wonderful. But now, yesterday, did anybody believe Bojo's big apology? Well, personally, I think he was pushed into it. You know, with all the evidence that has gone before him last week, he couldn't really do anything else, in my opinion, because he is the one that is being thrown under the bus. I mean, this is apparent now. It will probably be him and Matt Hancock. But a lot of things still don't add up. Now, one that's stuck in my mind, and I don't know what the rest of you think on this. I may be wrong. I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments. But they didn't realise that COVID could spread asymptomatically. Now, as I say, I may be wrong on this, but I thought it's been known for years that viruses and the like can spread asymptomatically. When you don't know you have it, but you don't show any symptoms, but you can pass it on. Now, I seem to remember an advertising campaign quite some time back by mainstream media, obviously put out by the government, many years ago, where they were warning us that this could happen. And this was around the flu, the normal flu, the annual flu. So as far as I'm aware, doctors and health officials have known about this for years. Yet the government don't seem to, with all their scientific advisors. Yeah, that was one thing that stuck in my mind from yesterday. There's a lot of other evidence he was putting out there. But he was a lot more open with his answers. I didn't really see him defect any questions. And he tried to answer most questions the best he could. But there is still the issue of the missing mobile phone, the issue of loads of missing WhatsApp messages. He was actually asked if he'd wiped these messages. But he wasn't directing any malice towards anybody else in the party, but basically said they were all collectively responsible for what happened. Yes, I agree, absolutely. But they played him for a fool, as far as I'm concerned. He was always going to be the one to be thrown under the bus when it all went wrong. And he admitted that they got everything wrong and they were running around like headless chickens. But did he sound more sincere than any of the others? That comes down to personal opinion, if you've seen it. But he continues today with his evidence from 10 o'clock. If anybody wants to watch, I'll put a link in the description below to yesterday's, if anybody wants to go back and watch it. I only gloss over the things that were said. But yeah, it looks like Boris is going to be the one that goes under the bus, basically. But anyway, in other news now, Braverman, oh dear, she stuck it to the house yesterday, didn't she? Slating her own party, amongst others, on immigration, of course. We know it's a big topic at the moment. again, she was saying exactly the same as she said before. She was saying what the people have been saying. She was saying what the people want. But now put this against what she said about the upcoming election, where she absolutely blurted out that the Tories were heading for election oblivion if they carry on the way they're going. Well, I've been saying this for weeks, so have many others. To me, what this smacks of is the Tory party could just break up with the way it's going. They've lost all faith. You've got the immigration minister who actually resigned because of the new Rwanda policy, which I don't believe will work. I've stated my reasons many times why. It's not a getting rid of any immigrants, it's an exchange program, and we'll be getting a lot more back that we have to pay for, and we still have to pay for them while they're out in Rwanda, by the way. But will she get a lot of support from the party? This remains to be seen. But I think there's a power grab going on here somewhere down the line. I mean, you've got Cameron flying all around the world, giving it the eco bollocks. Yeah, doing really well there, aren't you, mate, considering you're not even a fucking MP. Using our money. But yeah, that's the way that's going at the moment. But I mean, yeah, the immigration minister has resigned. So basically, they've lost control. Like we didn't see it coming. Now, obviously, as I've said before, a lot of these MPs are resigning within the time frame of an election in May, which will leave them clear to take up another post. I've said this before and explained why. It's called, what is it, taking the Chilterns or something, where they get another post off the bench. But and now the police again, the Met Police. This is fucking unbelievable. They are moaning about how much it's costing to police the Just Stop Oil protesters. Now, I remember protests in Parliament, Trafalgar Square, London. People just stood, not causing any bother, and the police went in with batons, gas and all sorts. Now, Just Stop Oil actually break laws, not just the new ones that the police have got to use now, but there was laws already in place to stop these idiots, and the police pander to them, just like they used to with all the minority groups. So they can't handle a handful of people sat in the road. Wankers. What's wrong with grabbing them by the throat and dragging them out the road? It's what you did with people in Trafalgar Square and other protests, wasn't it? Why don't you set about them with batons and gas? Again, it's what you did to other innocent protesters, isn't it? See what I'm saying here, people? Right, well, I'm going to leave it there for today. There won't be a video tomorrow, obviously it's Friday. I tend to have most of the day to myself, obviously going into the weekend. But there will be the regular live at 4 o'clock. All welcome, bar trolls. I run zero tolerance, as you know. But for some of you new subscribers that have never been there before, please feel free to drop in if you're about. We do discuss things that are in these videos, but more than anything, it's just to catch up with friends, having a bit of a discussion, going into the weekend. As always, everybody is respectful in there, and I'd like that to continue, especially with some of the topics that are coming up now, we've got to be very careful about what we say, obviously, with the new censorship and bollocks like that. So, but if you're free around 4 o'clock tomorrow, please feel free to drop in. You'll be more than welcome. There will be a panel. I'm very, very dubious about who I let up on the panel. But if you're new and you want to jump up, then we'll see how it goes. I don't have a phone in. I don't have the facilities to do that. I don't do Skype. I haven't got OBS or anything like that. All I've got is a basic setup. So, but until then, people, as always, hope you have a brilliant weekend and stay safe, stay strong, and stay free from the fear that they're trying to spread now. Respects, guys.